Sex and drugs. I mean, sex and drugs, they play hand in hand. They really do. And it's really amazing when you do talk to a lot of addicts out there that so many that were on stimulants, cocaine, meth, you had this high sex drive too. You almost hit like this hypersexuality. And like really what it is like when you go through this, because I had it so many times where you hit this euphoric point and it's almost like sex on ecstasy. Like you crave it, you want it. A lot of times it don't fucking work because you're too high. But reality is there is a big correlation between them. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. What's up, guys? My name is Eric and I'm a recovering cocaine and alcoholic addict. I like to just share my experiences. And one of the big things that people have hit me up about is a correlation between almost like sex addiction or sex and addiction. And when it comes to stimulants and using and being an active addict. Through my active addiction, I was a man whore. I slept with a lot more people than I probably should have. And it was weird because it was like trying to chase and increase the high that I already had. If you took away all the drugs and all the alcohol, my sex drive was probably normal. But as soon as alcohol hit, I don't know if it was the dopamine rush or the serotonin rush, but it became a draw that I always had this combination that sex was usually involved in all of my benders. Sex played a big role with me when I was in active addiction. And it was like I was trying to keep chasing all these different highs at the same time. And there is a correlation between sex addiction, sex, and stimulants when it comes to the two. And they don't fully know why there is this draw, but it is there. That's one of the things that does, I think, make addiction so dangerous, especially in active addiction when you are a coke addict or you are a meth addict and you're on these stimulants, is that you crave sex. And it's not like love sex. It's not like, oh, I want to make love to somebody. No, you want to fuck. I mean, that's the reality of it. And you'll fuck whoever. It doesn't matter if it's prostitutes. It doesn't matter if it's, a friend of yours. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. When it came to me, it didn't matter. I needed to have sex. And it was like, it was trying to always increase that high. And it added into the mix. And it added into this like dragon that you kept chasing of this high, of these feelings that you knew you felt at one time and you wanted to feel again. But no matter how much you did it, no matter how much you went after it, you would never feel it again. And it was like you were always kind of chasing that. And that is one of the things I feel that ruins a lot of relationships, especially when we get sober, is a lot of the things we did in active addiction. A lot of it is, a lot of addicts out there, I mean, we got to admit that, a lot of us have cheated. A lot of us have slept with people that we probably shouldn't have slept with, that we weren't in relationships with. We're charming. We are entertaining. We are energetic. We have something that people want because it seems like we're a lot of fun, even though we're not. Even though it's this massive nightmare upside of our head and we're self-medicating, it's like whatever we can do to make life better, to numb this pain that we've created for ourselves. And I kind of think that's what draws us to the sex, is we're doing so much that we can to numb something inside us, something that's going on, something that we're unhappy about that we've never ever addressed or focused any energy towards correcting. And it's just finding more and more ways to escape. And unfortunately, in those ways that we find to escape, we hurt so many people around us. And so for the ones out there, I mean, when you're in relationships like this, people have reached out like, why do they do this? I don't know. I wish I truly knew the answer of why we seeked it somewhere else in such quantities and so much. But it became an added obsession with our addiction. It fed into our addiction. It fed into that euphoria. It fed into the numbing. It fed into this person that really isn't who we are, but who we had become through our addiction. And that's why I do share my stories. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. I'm none of that. I just share through experiences for the ones out there struggling to know that they're not alone. And there is that correlation there. And so one of the biggest things I can say is that's why when it comes to addiction, you have to set up healthy boundaries. Only way you're going to protect yourself from it is through healthy boundaries, through yes and no, through right and wrong, through not giving in. So, I mean, for the ones out there who are in a relationship with an addict, my suggestion is have those boundaries, take a break, protect yourself. STD, STI testing is very important. Don't fall victim to it, because you just become part of that mix of us, as we are Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And when it goes bad, it goes bad. So I share, hopefully, it helps somebody. I mean, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, comment down below. Just because the more that we share our stories, the more that we share experiences, the more that we share letting people know that we're not alone, the bigger difference I believe it makes for people out there who are struggling through things. And ultimately, if you want to get sober, I got the links down below to NA and AA. They're great resources out there for you. First step is just reach out, ask for help. Reach out and ask for help. Let everybody know that you're an addict. Let everybody know that you need help, and start going at it, because it does get better.